How to earn $10,000 or more consistently from a $500 crypto business. First, we have a disclaimer here, and from our disclaimer, we are just trying to say that every effort has been made to accurately represent this product. So the earning potential is entirely dependent on the person, you, the person using our products, services, and ideas. We advertised $10,000 or more, but this is not a promise or a guarantee of earnings. You, the person using the product, for you to achieve this feat consistently, you must be very much involved. And as I take you down the slide, you will see just how involved you need to get. First, I would like to tell you about the TONOIT community. The community is founded in 2018. It is based in Australia. It has 3 pioneers, Gavin Victor, Marius Landman, and Ejoke Annette. These 3 gentlemen have a vision to help you earn $10,000 or more consistently from crypto. Our product in this community is crypto education and farming. I repeat, our product in this community, to know it, is crypto education and farming. But we also have something else that we added to it. But this product is optional, and that is active and passive income. I'm going to be sharing with you how you can profit making use of our product, which is crypto education and farming. And later on, I'm also going to be sharing with you how you can actually earn this active and passive income from the TONOIT community. Talking about what the best investment of the decade is, CNN Business says that it is actually crypto. They say that it is the best investment of the decade because it is the only investment that was able to turn $1 into $90,000. Is it because some of us did not have $1 at the start of this decade that we did not invest into this asset that can actually turn $1 into $90,000? The answer is no. The reason why most of us missed the opportunity to take in all these profits in this business is because we do not have the information. But now, this is what we are just giving to you. We can help you be part of this business that CNN Business says is the best of the decade. And that is crypto education and farming. Forbes equally has something to say. They are asking a question because they said nothing beats crypto farming. But then they are asking a question, is 2020 going to be the new 2017? The year 2020, is it actually going to be the new 2017? What happened in 2017? In 2017, Bitcoin earned itself the place of the year's best performing asset. And with the way things are going, it is looking like Bitcoin is going to do the same marvel again. That is why Forbes is asking that question. It will interest you to know that in 2017, January of that year, Bitcoin was trading for few $100s, between $600 to $800 max. But fast forward to December of that same year, 2017, what happened? Bitcoin experienced a phenomenal growth. The growth in Bitcoin that year was simply astronomical. Why do I say so? Because from trading in few hundreds, December of that year, Bitcoin hit $20,000 plus. If this were a live presentation, I would have said a round of applause for this crypto assets called Bitcoin. Something similar is about to happen. But the good news is that TONOIT is giving you the information. You were not part of it the first time that it happened because you did not have the information. Because as they say, information makes the world go round. But now you are having the information and we are hoping you will come and share this product with us. But I have to warn you at this point, you do not want to venture into cryptocurrency because you have heard just how huge profits it can make someone. You now want to venture into it based on mere emotions or sentiments. No. You know, we have two types of people in this community. We have sentimental traders, and we also have traders who are information intelligent. This is the class that we belong to because in our To Know It community, we have intelligent reports, blogs, videos, and what have you that direct us on just when to buy and when to sell. So we trade with information. We do not trade with sentiment. But the other part of the people in this community, the second half of the people in the community, are those that enter the community based on all these emotions that you can see on the swing: optimism, excitement, euphoria. And because of that, these persons usually enter the market at this point of euphoria. And this is the point we call the point of maximum risk in investment in this community. Why do we refer it as that? We refer to this point as the point of maximum risk in investment because this is the time as they are coming in here, we are actually taking our exit. What happens here? This is the top of the market. So when they enter at this top, the market starts coming down. It starts coming down. It keeps coming down. And you see all these emotions manifesting. You see them exhibiting it until it gets to this point. They say, no, I can't take this again. I'm leaving. And they sell off their assets and walk away. This is the point of maximum opportunity for those who have our data to walk into the market and accumulate assets. So as they are leaving the market, we are entering the market. This is their point of despondency, but this is our own point of entry. We buy the fear of the market and we sell the greed of the market. In essence, that is just all I have explained to you, making use of this swing graph. I'm going to be taking you through with the use of an illustration on how to do crypto farming. Remember, we said that this is our main product, crypto education. The education comes from what we teach you to do. And what we teach you to do is crypto farming. The market has two positions. It has a top and it has a bottom. If you're new on this call, I encourage you to take some notes. The market has two positions. It has a top and it has a bottom. At the top of the market, there is something expected of you if you are making use of the To Know It report. But before I tell you that, I want to tell you that the crypto market has two major coins. It has two major coins. It has stable coins and it has volatile coins. So speaking in broad terms, the coins in the crypto world, in the crypto space, could just be divided into two. Those that are stable and those that are volatile. The stable coins include coins like PAX, like USDT, TUSD. They are few in number, they are not that much. But when you talk about volatile coins, that is where your Bitcoin takes a seat. That is where you hear about coins like Ethereum, like Litecoin, Ripple. If you go to coinmarketcap.com, you see that we have well over 2,000 coins. But the community is here not just to teach you crypto farming, but to teach you the coins to venture into, those that will make you huge profits, as well as tell you the ones not even to dare go close to. So having in mind my explanation of stable coins and volatile coins, I say there are two coins in the market, stable coins. I've given you some examples of volatile coins and stable coins. I equally want you to know that when you're talking about stable coin, you must be in a stable coin at the top of the market, because they do not follow the trend. They do not increase in value, and they do not decrease in value. So at the top of the market, you are expected to be in a stable coin. And at the bottom of the market, you are expected to be in a volatile coin. Your market should be in your coin should be in a volatile coin so that it can be making profits. Let me now go to the graph and show you what we mean by crypto farming. Assuming you have one Litecoin, you have information to get Litecoin when it is $25, and when it was $25 by the community, you buy one Litecoin because that is all you can afford. We encourage you to farm this Litecoin, making use of a stable coin. How do we do it? The community will give you information on when to transfer this your $25 into a stable coin. This your $25 Litecoin that is in the market, you are supposed to transfer it into a stable coin at the top of the market. So let's say that when the market is at the top, Litecoin becomes $100. What do? You get information to sell off your Litecoin, transfer it to a stable coin. That is what we mean by sell it off. When you transfer it to a stable coin, it is easier for you to re-enter the market when you have another information. So if it drops down to $50, you are asked to get what? 2 Litecoins, because you have how much? $100. You wait and follow the trend. It goes up, it keeps going up until it gets to another top. When it hits another top, probably $500, you are asked again, please transfer to a stable coin. Can you see that your coins are growing? Remember, you started with one Litecoin. So when you sell off this Litecoin, because you have two and one trade for $500, how much are you making? You're making $1,000. You transfer it to a stable coin. You wait again for information to know your next move. And your next move will be that the market will do what? Will drop. So when it drops, you go back into the market. If it drops to $100, you are now able to buy 10 Litecoins with your $1,000. And what do? You wait again for our information. And when the information comes, it tells you where the top will be. So that when you get to this top, you don't need anyone to tell you exit again. Did you follow the ride? If you had followed the ride, you will notice that this guy making use of, or this lady making use of to these Litecoins, from one Litecoin here to 10 Litecoins. Additionally, he has been able to increase his profit to $10,000. That is what we do here. It is simple, it is straightforward, it is profitable. But you, the individual trader, must be willing to follow the data as they come. That is how you can actually keep earning this money consistently from the crypto space. Are you new? Do not worry. Someone invited you to this call. The first thing you will do after this call is to tell the person, thank you very much. Remember what I told you when I started? I told you that information makes the world go round. So the difference between you and the other guy, the other lady, is information and what you choose to do with that information you are getting or that you already have. So if you're new here, don't worry. Go back, thank the person, tell the person to give you a link, you register. Registration to this community is free, but registration is not where it stops. You must subscribe. I highly recommend the $500 subscription package because if you go for that, from now to the next 1 year, you are not going to be paying any money. It will afford you a length of time, a long period of time for you to understand crypto education, crypto farming, and profit immensely in your trades. So the moment you subscribe, you have a dashboard. Subscription is not what gives you the dashboard. What gives you the dashboard is registration. And the dashboard is meant to be enjoyed by you and you alone. You control it with your ID and your password. But the moment you subscribe, there's a part of the dashboard that opens up for you. The part that contains training videos. I highly recommend any day you subscribe, be it tonight, be it tomorrow morning, rush to the training video section. That is your starter kit. This will give you your first guide. One of the videos I highly recommend is the psychology of trading, because this is meant to douse your fear, to remove whatever emotion, whatever sentiment you have. You switch from being an emotionally intelligent trader to an information intelligent trader, because from that time forward, you would now be making use of the TONOIT data and be profiting immensely from the market. Another thing that the community TONOIT has in store for you is the curriculum, School of Crypto. And the curriculum has been designed. We have a School of Crypto in the offing, and the curriculum is designed for beginners, intermediate, and advanced traders. You know where you fall. You know where you want to start from. Do you want to start from the beginners level, the intermediate, or the advanced? All these education has been put together in order to turn you from a baby trader to an adult trader, to a professional trader, so that at the long run, for you to know your whereabouts in the crypto space. We also have weekly live sessions with our chief data analyst, Marius Landman. We have these weekly live sessions once every week. You can ask questions and you will get answers. It is mostly an interactive session where he tells us live what the market is doing and the next move we should make or not make. We have Telegram support groups and we have frequent farming reports and signals. All of this education has been put together to give you a life skill set. This life skill set is farming, crypto farming. It is a skill set that will pay you for life. And it is the only skill set we know right now that can give you $10,000 or more consistently in the crypto space. I'm now going to be taking you to the next thing I mentioned, active and passive income. Remember, I have told you our main product, that it involves crypto education and farming. And with the use of two graphs, I've been able to teach you just what we do when we enter the market and when we leave the market, and how we do the art of farming. But now, I'm also going to tell you something else that we do in this community. This has actually been designed so that you don't have to buy Bitcoins, not when you subscribe into the community, you sell your car, or you sell your phone, or you sell your house. No, it has been designed to help you earn Bitcoin and not to buy it. Actually, the advice of Andres Antonopoulos, who has been in the Bitcoin space since 2012, is worth taking. He says, don't buy Bitcoin, earn it. So what he's saying here in essence is that you should convert your labor, your services, your products into something you exchange for Bitcoin. The community has designed something we know as the revenue share plan, and it has 4 payouts. It has the direct referral, where you can earn active income. We have the level payouts, we have the rising star payouts, and we have the Y star payouts. All these have been designed to put you on a roadmap to earn $1 million or more in 18 months or less. But there are 2 simple steps that you must follow. The first step is become a rising star in 60 days, and then you get your $500 back. It's as simple as that. The second star is, or the second simple step is, teach everyone the rising star secret. For you to teach someone the rising star secret means that you have invited someone to come and share and enjoy and benefit from the information you are getting from TONOIT. So let's say that you have invited Ami, you equally invited Ben, this is you. Ami would invite A1 and invite A2. Ben, on the other hand, would invite B1 and invite B2. What happens when this happens? When this happens, you become a rising star. In your level 1, you're already a rising star, and Ami and Ben are already rising stars. And you can see the domino effect, the positive ripple effect that this is having in your system. Because Ami is happy, Ben is happy, everybody is earning what? Earning Bitcoins, if that is how they choose to be paid. But some persons equally choose to be paid in Naira, and they can actually get that Naira if that is what they prefer. All these have been put together by the community to put you on the success ladder, so that as you climb the success ladder, you will eventually get to the top. At the top, you become a millionaire in dollars. And if you're a millionaire at this top, it means, my dear, in my country, Nigeria, means you're a billionaire. And you can afford to, walk around with sirens because the money would just be too much. 2 rising stars in your level 3, like I said earlier, will give you your $500 back. That's $490, almost your $500 package. As you keep climbing 30 rising stars in your level 6, you have $3,000. In your level 9, 254 rising stars, you have $23,530. You have $187,300 or a little bit more in your level 12 with 2,064 rising stars. And in your level 15, with 16,382 rising stars, you have $187,370. And it keeps going up to your level 18, when you will have $7.7 million because you have 131,000 plus rising stars in your business. We don't just say our say here and don't do our do. I'm going to be showing you a few community results so that you will know that in this community, we really have some very active income earners. We have people who are earning actively and passively every other time in this business. Let me show you a few community results. You will take note that this guy joined the business in August 8, 2019, and you can see how much he made in just 6 weeks, $7,775. Now, this money is huge. It is very good. It is big for 6 weeks. I can't think of any salary that will pay you this. This runs into millions. But in as much as this money is good, it doesn't hurt your pockets if you have it. I want you to not pay so much attention on the money. Pay attention on the means. What did he have to do to earn that money? All this money, 7,007 something. He invited 2 persons into the community. And that is how he opened up a world of earning to himself. This one did something similar. He invited 2 persons. Concentrate on the red circled area. You can see that he too invited 2 persons. And in 5 weeks, he earned $7,300. This guy, in the same 6 weeks, is earning a lot more than the other guys. 9,425. What did he do? Well, this guy said, I want a little bit more of the active income. I want a little bit more of it. So what did he do? Since he's not limited by the community, he went ahead to invite 3 persons. So you are not limited. Repeating your active income, repeating it, and repeating it, as far as this community is concerned. But the community says that the standard is 2. If you can invite 2 persons, that you have opened up a world of earning. These are snapshots of results. Look at what they did. With 3 persons, he's earning 16,565. With 2 persons, he's earning 16,836. With 2 persons, he's earning 14,742. And with 4 persons, this big lady or this guy here is earning 20,063, all in dollars. That is huge. And that is to tell you that we don't just say our say, we also do our do here. We are earning the money. You may start thinking, wow, how do I talk to someone to convince the person? No. Do not talk to convince anyone. This is not a convincing business. What we are doing here is not the more you look, the less you see. This is a real business with a real structure on how it should be run and managed. So if you join this business and you are interested in the optional part of it, which is earning active and passive income from TONOIT, you know now that you must focus on becoming a rising star. All you need to do is invite people to come to this call and we talk to them. You don't need to do the talking yourself. We do the talking for you. Invite them. Invite. With the help of this poster here, this digital flyer that we have printed, invite to do, if they are not in Nigeria, is to ask Google, what is my time? The time for this presentation is 6 p.m. What time falls into 6 p.m. Nigerian time in my own time? If it is a time that is very inconvenient for someone, then the person can actually get a recording. Come back to the person that invited you. Go back to that person and ask for a recording. But we ask you, please, invite. Let them join your live presentations. This is the Zoom ID and this is the password. You already have it. That is why you're on this call. So use it and invite people that you know. It's like we have just been talking about the glamorous part of trading crypto, getting crypto education, the active and the passive income. Are there no risks? Is it a risk-safe business? There are some risks here. And what are the risks? Let's check it out. You want to know what Warren Buffett says. He said that risk comes from not knowing what you're doing. From everything I have explained so far, does it look like we don't know what we are doing here? Of course, we know what we are doing. We are not sentimental traders. We trade with the correct information. We know when to buy and we know when to sell. So this particular risk is not for us. We know what we are doing. But how about your startup risk? Of course, you must risk something. So you are risking $500 or less. But with this $500 or less, you want to look at what Tony Robbins is saying, the author of Money Master the Game. He said, risk a little to make a lot. What are you risking? You are risking $500 or less. What are you making? From the crypto farming, you are making $10,000 or more consistently. And from the passive income, what are you making? You are making, you have put yourself, in fact, on a roadmap to earn $1 million. And this you will keep getting every other year as people come into the system and as existing members resubscribe their membership. This is just too good. So you are actually risking less, according to this guy's advice, to make more. Now let's take this whole thing to the risk decision calculator. What do you have to lose? You are losing your $500 or less. What do you have to gain? You are gaining $10,000 or more consistently. I told you when I started that that word is powerful. It is a mover. It should be a lot of motivation for you consistently. And a $1 million roadmap is equally opened up to you. Now, if number two, that is what you have to gain, is less than what you are putting into this business is not for you. Do not do it. It is not just Tony Robbins advising you, Annette, in my capacity also as a businesswoman, is advising you. It is a wrong business. Do not do it. But if number two is greater than number one, please do not hesitate to take action. Take action immediately. Right now, I would like to ask you, what's your decision number? Is it 3 or 4? Personally, a long time ago, since 2019, I have taken number 4 as my decision number. So I would like you to go back, open your chat box and type in your decision number. Is it number 3 or number 4? Number 3 means you are not doing this. And number 4 means you're doing it. Even if you're an existing member, please reaffirm your decision by hitting your chat box and putting the number you have decided to go with. The first step is always the hardest step. If this guy here continues to look at step number 1, he wouldn't do anything, because obviously this step is far bigger than him. So if he continues to look at this step, to concentrate on it, he wouldn't do anything. But what do you think is stopping this guy? Who do you think is stopping this guy? The only person stopping this guy is this guy. I mean, come on. There are a lot of innovative things he can do to make sure that he climbs step number 1. The mere fact that he knows that this step number 1 leads to other steps to success is enough motivation for him to do anything to see that he climbs the first step. So it's the start that stops most people. Do not let the start of this business stop you from taking advantage of it. This is how to earn $10,000 or more consistently from a $500 crypto business. And I tell my friends, I tell my family, I tell anybody around me, do not pray for opportunities. Just pray you'll be ready when they come. This is one opportunity that has come knocking on your door, and I hope you will open your doors to it. Thank you very much. I'm now going to hand over to Engineer Edward so that he will take the presentation from there. Thank you so much.
Powerful, powerful. All right. Thank you very much, Madam Annette. That was indeed a powerful presentation, filled with so much information that almost like, are you sure we can be done with this today? All right, thank you. Personally, I enjoyed that. If I haven't be part of this, trust me, I will be calling for a referral link right now, and I'll be jumping at it. That was indeed a very, very good one. Okay, so friends, here is what you need to do. It's not enough to get an information like this. The best thing to do right now is to act. Is action that will separate you, okay, from the you that used to be. Okay, so now here is what you do. Quickly get back to whoever invite you here. Let the person know that you're indeed very grateful for this opportunity. And secondly, request for a link. When you do, you are going to get a request for a link. If the link is sent to you, click on the link, okay? And then you will have something like this. Let me share my screen with you, okay? So, yeah. Yes, that's it. So you click on the link. When you do an online form, opens up, you complete the form. Down to the bottom of the form, you will see a little white box. Please click to check the box. And when you do, you are simply saying, hey, I agree with the terms of service offered by TONOIT. Thereafter, at the green area, right under that, you have the sign up button. Please click on sign up so that you will have access to the free materials we got for you. Don't forget, we have some free videos for you right now. And thereafter, but for you to have access and start being a profit, you need, okay, to subscribe. The $500 subscription fee for 1 year. And if you are going for something less than that, of course, we also have some good packages for you. All right, so I want to respond to a question. Now, if you have any question, feel free to ask your question. Yes, go to the chat area, type your question. If you're with me right now on the Zoom app, using the Zoom app, or if you're following us on Facebook, as I know we have a number of persons following us right now as we stream live on Facebook, go to the comments area and drop your questions. We will sure respond to all your questions. All right, so we have 24 persons on this call this evening. Yes, any question?